Let's take a look here at the container services offered on AWS. So we have primary services that actually run containers, provisioning and deployment on, tooling around provisioning and deployment, and supporting services. So the first here is Elastic Container Service, ECS. And the advantage of this service is that it has no cold starts, but it is a self-managed EC2. So that means that you're going to be always paying for the resource as it is running, all right? Then you have AWS Fargate. So this is more robust than using AWS Lambda. It can scale to zero costs. And it's being managed by AWS Managed EC2. However, it does have cold starts, so if you need containers launching really fast, you might be wanting to use ECS. Then you have Elastic Kubernetes Service, EKS. This is open source. It runs Kubernetes, and this is really useful if you want to avoid vendor lock-in, which is not really a problem, but that or it's just you want to run Kubernetes. Then you have AWS Lambda, so you only think about the code. It's designed for short-running tasks. If you need something that runs longer, you'd want to use that is serverless. You'd use AWS Fargate, which is serverless containers. You can deploy custom containers. So prior, AWS Lambda just had pre-built runtimes, which were containers. But now you can create any kind of container and use that on AWS Lambda. For provisioning and deployment, you can use Elastic Beanstalk. So it can deploy Elastic Container Service for you, which is very useful. Now there's App Runner, which kind of overlaps on what Elastic Beanstalk does, but it specializes for containers. And I believe that it can, actually I don't know what it uses underneath because it is a managed service. So Elastic Beanstalk is open. You can see what is running underneath. And App Runner, I don't believe you can see what is running underneath. It's just taken care of by AWS. Then there's AWS Copilot CLI. So this allows you to build, release, operate production-ready containerized applications on App Runner, ECS, and AWS Fargate. For supporting services, you have Elastic Container Registry. This is a repo for your containers, not necessarily just Docker containers, but containers in general, probably OCI-compliant containers. X-ray, so analyze and debug between microservices. So, it's distributed tracing. Then you have step functions, so stitch together Lambdas and ECS tasks to create a state machine. And the only thing I don't have on here would be, being able to launch an EC2 instance from the marketplace that has a container runtime installed like Docker. I just don't feel that that's very relevant for the exam, but it is another option for containers, not something that people do very often, but there you go.